All right, I got so many screens in front of me. That's what you do when you go live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And then I got a new screen for me to read the comments. Hey guys, can you hear me? Hear me okay? Got my mic set up. This song or this track is luck boost and DMT frequency added with a beat. What do I do to look so young? Well, I got my routine. If you guys seen my biohacking video, I do Qi coils, I do frequencies, I do red light panels, and I use Qi Energy AI too every day. That's how I look this good. And I don't have uh, any big, like serious filters on the camera. What you see, what you get. I have good lighting. That helps a lot. Uh, but yeah, I'm 43. People say I look like I am 23. Which GNG AI frequency? I usually use digestion or uh, libido, quantum libido. I also use quantum mind energy sometimes. You're not gay, but you look good for 80 years old. I'm not 80, I'm 43. Where did you get 80 from? Hey, Andrew, how are you doing? Hey, Carrie, welcome. Hey, Jonah. Shoulder pain frequency. You can use any of our pain frequencies and it will work with any kind of pain. I should actually upload that song so you guys can listen to that or just download it. What kind of diet are you on? I eat something like a Korean diet, which is a lot of meat, beef, chicken, pork, rice, eggs. I don't eat any processed foods. I don't. I don't eat too much sugar. I don't eat processed sugar. The only sugar I get is from Powerade. Strangely enough, but if I drink or ice or sweet tea, that's okay for me. But I don't drink any kind of milk. I don't drink soy milk. I don't drink oat milk's okay, but not too much. You walked out of bed into a simple Tai Chi. How is it that what? How is that? Can it be that I Tai Chi in past life? Maybe, or maybe you saw my Tai Chi videos and it left an impression into your subconscious mind. I don't actually eat that much kimchi, so people have different kinds of digestion abilities. So, for example, I have a shorter digestion tract. People who have shorter digestion tracts should eat more meat and less greens. People who have longer digestion tracts should eat more vegetables and less meat. So I'm the meat eating. I've got the meat eating body type or digestion type. Actually, that's based on traditional Chinese medicine. But if you look at animals, you look at how the cows they eat lots of grass. They actually have like 2 stomachs or 4 stomachs or whatever, right? So you need a long digestion tract to digest grass or vegetables or leaves because it takes more uh, chemicals or a longer process to dissolve leaves and vegetables than it takes to dissolve or and absorb meat. And you take a look at lions and tigers, they have short digestive tracts, and they're suited to eat meat more than you know uh, plants. I hear too much soy makes men grow grow tits. Possibly because there is a lot of I think estrogen in soy, so don't eat too much soy. Now, soy used to be fairly good alternative to milk, but now soy is so common that they're adding lots of GMOs into soy. So now soy is screwed up. Soy used to be the healthy version of milk. Now it's the unhealthy version. So now so they created all these other alternatives like cashew milk and uh, oat milk and all these other milks, almond milk and things like that, which may be better. But eventually, if lots of people started drinking that, they might use too many GMOs in that too. So I just cut down on any kind of milk, and you should actually just test it, right? I'm pretty sensitive, and my body reacts to food pretty quickly. So if I drink, by the way, if you haven't tapped the likes, I don't see enough many likes here. Make sure you tap the like and tap the screen, comment, share, give me a thumbs up. Do you ever have pain? I only have pain when I eat something I'm not supposed to eat, and then I'll have some tension in my gut, but then it goes away after some time. I use the Qi Coil the next morning, I'm fine. The other time I pain if I train a lot. So if I work out a lot or train a lot, then I'll have soreness, sore muscles, which is pretty common, right? If you work out a lot and you pretty intensely, you're gonna get sore muscles. But it goes away pretty quickly, usually in 1 or 2 days. And yeah, so it's pretty fast. I had this joint pain on my left and right ankle for some time when I first started doing boxing. So boxing is very different from, let's say, kung fu, because you're bouncing on your toes a lot. Uh, Not as much as ballet, but if you took ballet, you know what I mean, right? If you're on the balls of your feet all the time, then your ankles get tired, and your feet actually get tired too, and your feet gets really sore. But I'm using the Qi Coil and the red light therapy, so I don't feel soreness anymore, and I can beat all the younger guys in their 20s and 30s. I can beat them all. So I train for an hour in this school, and sometimes there are 3 people, 4 people. It's pretty small, but then I go back to back. I'm sparring people for about 40 minutes straight, back to back, and then one person spars me for like 2 or 3 minutes. He gets tired, and he takes a rest. And the next person comes, he spars me for 2 or 3 minutes. He gets tired, he gets a rest. Third person comes and spars me. So they go in the round robin. I don't take a break. I mean, I might get a 30-second break in between, and then they're the ones getting tired after doing the rounds with me, and I'm not tired at all. And I'm 43. I'm almost twice their age. So that comes from my using the Qi Coil. It just makes your body a lot more efficient. Because if you think about it, I don't know if you guys have ever tried intensive sports or competitive sports. One of the key things, especially in boxing, right, is managing your breath. And many people, they actually can run marathons. They're really good, but when they get into a boxing match, they run out of breath. Do you know why? Can anybody tell me why? Somebody who's really good aerobically, like they can run a marathon, and they get into a boxing sparring match and they run out of breath. Why does that happen? Why do you think that happens? And they're completely exhausted. Okay, if you don't know why, it's because it's about controlling the tempo of the fight. For example, if you're getting punched, naturally a person will stop breathing. Okay, and also when you start punching different combinations and you're not matching it with your breath, what happens is you actually disrupt your breathing patterns. Okay, so if you haven't trained properly to coordinate your movements in boxing with your breath, and also being able to anticipate and control your breath while you're getting hit or while you're dodging or while you're moving different patterns, then it's very difficult for someone to breathe properly or even breathe. A lot of people stop breathing. So that's why people who are maybe have very good stamina and aerobics, they run out of breath after 30 seconds or a minute when they're fighting somebody who knows what they're doing, and so in boxing or in any kind of martial arts. So breath control is very important when you're doing any kinds of martial arts. I mean, first you learn how to do a jab, your basic punches and kicks and things like that, right? But at the higher levels, um, you need to learn about how to control your breath. Because if you control your breath, you relax your body and you don't go into this, what do you call it, where your heart is pumping really fast and you're actually using a lot more, your body stops being efficient and you start to tense up. And the more you tense up, then the more energy you use, then the easier you're going to lose the fight. Because when it comes to boxing, your how much gas you have in the tank and how efficient your engine is sometimes, if not all the time, most of the time, one of the reasons you win or lose. Different type of breathing. So if you want to figure out how to do breathing, is you just have to be conscious of it. So when you're at home, you don't even have to be an athlete or anything like that. You can do this, and it's going to benefit you, um, especially if you're stressed out, right? So breathe through your nose, out through your nose. First of all, is learning how to use the whole lung capacity that you have. Many people actually have very shallow breaths. They don't use their entire lungs when they breathe. And you might think, "Well, I'm using all my lungs," but it's not, because your lungs don't just go out. They actually go down as well. So your diaphragm actually goes down and actually pulls your lungs downwards. So instead of going, the lungs getting increasing this way, they actually increase vertically, not just front wise, but vertically. And there's some other kinds of breathing you train in martial arts where actually make your breath go backwards. So you're actually using your back to breathe. And if you can do that, then you can um, expand that air capacity of your lungs. Uh, when you expand the air capacity, two things happen is, well, obviously you get more air and you can last longer. Second of all, you can also expel more CO2, which is what makes your muscles tired. So if you expelling CO2, carbon dioxide, then which is what makes your muscles tired, um, or it's like the waste uh, that comes out, then you can get rid of the waste faster. But not what also happens if you're full of breath, if you get punched in the body, it acts like a drum, it acts like a balloon, right? Because like think about punching a ball. What happens when you punch your soccer ball? It just bounces off, right? Because it's inflated. It's got elasticity. It's got a bounciness to it. So if your body has, you know, if you can imagine your body being a ball and you're inflating it with air, and it's not just necessarily have to be actual air. It could be just the idea or the feeling or the intention of being full of air. So this is where qigong comes in. So just imagine you have qi or air. It's like a balloon. So when you're breathing, your body is expanding, all your joints expand, all your ligaments expand, all your muscles are relaxed. Your spinal structure, your skeletal structure expands. So not just you're not just expanding with air, you're actually expanding your entire body with all the parts that you explained. So when you expand your body, you become more resilient automatically. And so if somebody punches you, you actually literally, if you're good enough, it bounces off. Like somebody punches up, it bounces off. Uh, do you use both the yin and yang coils? Do you have preference? Yeah, I use both yin and yang. So what I do is I have these, and then if I'm sitting at a desk, okay, so if you got coils, there's a little sticker that says yin and yang, right, on them. So if you read that manual I created on yin yang, how to place them, you want to know the advanced way of using these coils. How you do it is, what I do is I put the yang on my right side facing up. So the sticker is what's up, and then the yin on my left side facing down. And if I'm sitting in my computer, I would just put it on my desk like that in front of me, about maybe 2 feet away from my body, and to the side, and I'm just working there. If I'm sitting on my red light panels, I'll just put them in front of me on the floor, just like that. So that's what I do. At least 30 minutes, sometimes longer. The red panels, they run for about 30 minutes to an hour. So sometimes I do the front of my body. I mean, I do my back of my body, and I flip around and I do the front of my body. So it's usually about an hour. But when I'm sitting there, I'm on my laptop, I'm working, or on my phone, I'm working. So it doesn't actually take time at all. You got a filter or makeup on, or is it the face naturally luscious? Yeah, there's no filter here. No filter. No filter. This is YouTube. They don't have filters. If you're watching a YouTube, there's no filters. And it's the same. You look at my Instagram. I hate Instagram filters, so I don't use Instagram filters. TikTok, there's a little slight light filter, but there's no other filter other than that. So, no, this is me. And do you take supplements? What do you think about infoceuticals? Infoceuticals, electromagnetic signatures of herbs, meds. So we have something like infoceuticals. It's called Qi Energy AI. Basically, it's like supplements that you take through just energy. And we have a website for that. You just turn it on and you can send it through your phone, or you can send it to other people's phones. You can actually send it to a address too, if you want. Yeah. I don't talk about it too much because when I start talking about it, people think I'm crazy. So because they think it's impossible. So I just say, okay, just give it a try. If it works for you, use it. If it doesn't work for you, then just forget what I said. What was my income last year? I'm not going to say. Are they on right now? Yes, I actually have one on right now. I believe on your honorable journey. Thank you. Why do you think my journey is honorable? Just curious. What do you recommend for inflammation, joints, and muscles? Once again, Qi coils is probably the best thing, and red light panels. They're just the two best combinations of technologies you can use without taking any kind of pills. Yeah, and it's just hands down any kind of inflammation, joint inflammation, muscle inflammation, skin inflammation, even organ inflammation. That's how I heal myself from uh, my ulcerative colitis. So yeah, I healed myself from 10 years of intestinal inflammation, which I was bleeding from for over 10 years. And I did that with Qi coils, with just energy therapy. Any new updates with Qi Energy AI? We've updated some of the user interface. There were some glitches, and we made it a little bit easier to use and more convenient and faster to use. So if you log in, make sure you refresh your cookies on the page. You're going to find some things are rearranged to be a little bit more convenient. Do you have 2020 vision? Yes, I have 2020 vision, but I got laser surgery to get that a long time ago. And then my vision didn't get worse. It stayed pretty good. So I don't need the eye frequency, but there are people who use our technology for that, for their eyes, because we do have a lot of eye health frequencies, eye vision frequencies that are helpful. How long did it take myself to heal with the Qi coils? It took 90 days. I tell people 90 days because if I say faster, they don't believe me. They think it's not believable. Actually, heal faster than 90 days, but I think say 90 days because then people will use the technology for 90 days, and that usually takes care of whatever issue they're working with. Yeah, but it's actually faster than that. Thanks, Gedley. Thank you for your comment. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys got my emails, if you guys got my email, if you got my emails, then you know that there is a early Black Friday sale that's on right now. You get 20% all of the frequencies on the website. So if you're thinking about getting more frequencies or just getting frequencies on their own, if you want to use more frequencies, like we got everything. If you look in there, we were just talking about ayahuasca, reality bending, DMT. That's right. We have frequencies for ayahuasca. Like who has thought about going on a ayahuasca trip to Peru? Anybody here? They wanted to, meet their spirit guide or go into a spiritual journey with a shaman. Anybody? Or know somebody who has? Okay, so it actually is not very convenient, right? Because you got to go to Peru, and when you drink it, it tastes really bad, and then it's actually dangerous. That's why you need a shaman to there. There's convulsions. Some people have a really really bad reaction to it. So and it's illegal in America, right? That's why people have to go to Peru to do that. They go on a trip to have this whole experience. I mean, if you go, that's great, but it is quite, there's a lot of cost involved in that. So what I'm saying is that we have a technology that where you can experience that without any of the side effects and without any of the extra costs or travel. It's just a frequency that you can listen to, or you can use the Qi Coils with, and you get the same ayahuasca experience. A milder one. It's not as intense, but still you're going to get that experience through frequency. So we have that frequency. There's ayahuasca collection. There's the DMT collection. So they're on sale. So it's 20% off if you're interested in something like that. We just launched our biohacking frequency. So if you a collection, we have a whole package of them. Methylene blue, right? Now you can use methylene blue without making your teeth blue or turning your skin blue, right? That's what people don't like. You have this your tongue and teeth are turned blue when you use methylene blue. Well, now we have a frequency. You just play it, you listen to it, or you can use the coil silently with it, and you have methylene blue, and you can use it unlimited times. You don't need to refill it. You don't need to have make your mouth blue, and you can share with your family. So biohacking, we have all the longevity, anti-aging, peak performance, muscle building, male enhancements, stamina, frequencies. We have glycine, we have rapamycin. All the top biohacking supplements are actually sometimes very hard to find or very expensive, and we have them as frequencies. And actually, doctors are using them right now. So you can get 20% of those. So any frequencies on our site that you see, including ones for abundance, attracting positive things, attracting abundance, attracting money, attracting soulmate, attracting success, all those are also on sale. So 20% off all that. Plus, when you buy Qi Coils, depending on which system you get a bunch of bonuses. You get a free Qi Energy card or EMF protection card. You can get, what else? There's free frequencies. That ayahuasca one is included if you buy one of the sets. One of I think Qi Coil 3 has that included. So we're throwing in anywhere from anywhere from about $200 worth of bonuses up to about I think over $1,000 worth of bonuses when you buy Qi Coils right now. So that's free. Plus you get 20% off any other additional frequencies. So this is the best sale all year. This is the best deal you're going to get. So if you're thinking about getting Qi Coils, now a really good time to do it. And if you're thinking about upgrading to better frequencies or more frequencies, now a good time to do it. Inner Circle, yes, Inner Circle is on sale. Inner Circle is considered a frequency. So you can get 20% off that too. The coils are $399 up to $6,000 for the Qi Coil Max. So we have something for every price range. If you want the Aura Qi Coil Auras for your home or for your clinic, those are how much? Those are $10,000 now. We actually made them a little bit more. So they're 10,000 and they cover 3,000 square feet. Do you have someone to talk to and help you decide what unit is best to purchase? Yes. So just go to our site. On the top left, there's a book consultation. Just book a call. Boris, who is our consultant, is going to help you with that. Okay. But to give you an idea which one to get, it's basically the smaller they are, then they cover less space. The larger they are, then they cover more space. Okay, the smaller ones, the entry level ones, you use our website. There's a special website which has the frequencies that you play. The professional versions, like the Qi Coil 3 and the Max, they come with a tablet, and the tablet has all the frequencies in that, so that's included. And then there's a video. If you go to the Qi Coil collection, play the video. That's the buyer's guide. A lot of people miss that. Just play the video on the Qi Coil collection, or you can scroll down in the middle. It says Qi Coil buyer's guide. Just watch that video. It's going to explain to you all the differences of the different systems and so on. So yeah, up to 6,000 for the Qi Coil Max. Qi Coil Max, you see in the background here. So this is a Qi Coil Max. It's actually like 3 times bigger, at least 3 times bigger. Okay, how many times bigger do you think the Qi Coil Max is versus the Qi Coil 3? I think it's like 3 or 4 times bigger than the Qi Coil 3, and that's actually going to keep going up in price because it is cover 20 feet radius, and it has dual toroidal coils. There's 6 crystals in each coil, so that's 12 crystals. So that's actually most of our professional line are going to be going up in price. Actually, all the Qi Coils will be going up in price in the new year. So before they go up in price, I highly recommend getting them, because you get a whole bunch of free bonuses and you get frequencies for a good deal. Can you trade up? We don't do trade ups, but I'm sure if you like sell the Qi Coil somewhere on eBay or something, or give it to a friend or a family member, they'll appreciate that. Lots of messages here. You've got a health issue you just can't get rid of. Well, use Qi Coils. I mean, it is probably the best alternative health technology there is that exists in the world right now. If you go to our website, qilifestore.com, go to the reviews page, you're gonna see probably 100 different reviews, but the main ones are highlighted there, and you just watch them, okay? And you can see all the different kinds of things that people are benefited from. There's people who have simple things, such as they have no energy, or they have pain, they can't sleep, or they have stress. Like those, I call simple because they're so easy to fix with Qi Coils and frequencies. It's like a no-brainer. It's so easy to fix them. So they're simple. Whereas like for them, obviously it's not simple. They've been suffering from those things for years, and they don't know how to fix those situations. But for us, it's easy because you just turn it on, and then after, let's say, 21 days, the person's a completely different person. So if you have a health issue, I recommend you to just start using Qi Coils. And so that's the first part. It just shows, these easy things that we fix. Then we fix the harder stuff. Like there's people who have cancer, and by the way, we can't claim that we can heal, treat, or mitigate any disease. We can't. We don't do that. We don't heal anything. We don't cure anything. But what we do is we provide your body with the frequencies and the energy and the vibrations it needs in order to have optimal health. So, and it basically is going to help your body heal itself the way that it's intended to do. So, so there's people with cancer who have even stage 3, stage 4 cancer. There's one recently. His name is Al, and he was in the hospital, and he was so sick with chemo and everything that he couldn't even walk 10 feet. He had to use a stroller. And if you look at his picture before, he's actually a pretty athletic guy. He's like 180 pounds. Okay. He's got muscle. He's a tall guy. So just imagine a guy who a natural weight is 180, right? 6 foot, maybe 6 feet tall. and he was weighing 135 pounds when he was in the hospital. Okay, think how skinny and how much weight loss there was because of the cancer. Okay, so and he was so sick that he couldn't walk. So he got his family. They were praying for him and asked for guidance. And luckily, his friend, which is Stephen, I think, uh, he brought him the Qi coils. And I think just in a month or two, he actually gained back all that weight. And he's out of hospital. He went back to work. He's walking. He walked a mile by himself, and he's driving and he's returned to his normal routine. He got back to 175 pounds in just a couple months. And so people call this a miracle. But for people in Chi Life, we see this is just normal for us. It's normal to see people recover like that. So, and it's funny whenever they use the word normal, normal is so, what do you call it, like objective or subjective? Subjective is the word. Because if you go to a doctor and then you say, "Oh, I'm so tired. I have some pain. I feel depressed. I have a little bit of anxiety." They'll say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. You're normal." Right? So now the standard of our health and wellness is decreased quite a lot. And they said in like 1980, only 1 in 2,000 kids were diagnosed with autism. And guess how many now are diagnosed with autism? It's actually 1 in 23 kids, I heard. 1 in 23 kids are diagnosed with autism now. Isn't that crazy? So what's going on with our health? Our brain, our DNA. What's going on with it, and what are people doing to fix that? So with Qi coils, you can start experiencing your best health. You start experiencing the best version of you because you're restoring yourself back to your optimal self. What can you do if you're sensitive to frequencies, overstimulation of nervous system? So can you first tell me in what instances did you feel you're hypersensitive? Do coils donate electrons or biophotons to people with every frequency? Um, Definitely some kind. Yeah, it is biophoton. It is biophoton. It's basically chi energy, right? So magnetic energy. So it does basically activate your body's ability to create bioenergy or biophotons. So yeah, chi coils do that. That's why it's called chi. The chi is life force. So chi coils create life force. That's what it is. That's what they do. So if you are sensitive to frequencies, then that's great. Chi coil is going to work for you really well. Okay, the more sensitive you are to frequencies, the better Qi coils work for you, or our frequencies work for you. And you probably need less than what most people need. Uh, so you should consider yourself lucky. So because I'm actually quite sensitive to frequencies and energy, and that's what makes me someone that's, I would say, ideal for creating these technologies, because I can actually sense what kind of vibrations they are and so on. I also feel crystals in my chest. Strange. You mean when you hold crystals? You feel crystals? What if you did both at the same time? Did both? What is the both? I don't know what this other device you're talking about, but Qi coils usually can be used with any other device together. I don't see any problems with that. Do you have training sessions or for after you purchase to make sure you're using it right? Yeah, so we have a lot of tutorials. We have a quick start guide. We have lots of training videos. You can, book a setup call with our tech support guy. Uh, but if you want like a in-depth training, and if you want in-depth coaching on how to best use coils, because there are actually a lot of advanced things you can do with it, we are launching a our coaching program, our Qi Life coaching program in within a week or two. So just look out for that. And then in the coaching program, you're gonna get all the training for Qi Coil, in addition to tutorials. The tutorials are free, right? So you can learn how to do the basic stuff. But if you want to do the advanced stuff, then you can join the coaching and get a coaching class. So you have questions, you can ask our coach directly. And what else is you get a lot of stuff actually. You get the community, right? So you get to learn and you get to get support from the community, from our Chi Life community. You also get affiliate training. So if you are an affiliate, you want training on how to make money with Qi Coils, that is included. That's one time every month. You get training from actually someone who is a TikTok creator, like a TikTok lifestyle creator. So she has some status on TikTok, and she's going to teach you how to use TikTok to make money. So that's included. What also included is you get a listing, you get a business listing. So because we have actually quite a lot of people come to our site and say, before I would buy it, is there anyone nearby where I can where I can try the coils or look at them or touch and feel them? So if you're on this list, we can send people to you if you want, to your business or to wherever you want to meet them, and they can try the Qi Coils, and then when they buy them, you can use your affiliate links so that you can actually earn money from it. You can make money from it. Isn't that cool? So that's included in as part of the Qi Life coaching program, and that's coming out in a week or two. So, bioresist. What is the difference between the coil and the Rife machine? It is a Rife machine. So the Qi Coils are a Rife machine. Some people disagree with that because they think Rife machines have to look like all the clunky stuff that they used to use, and actually they still use. But it works better than most Rife machines. It's safer. It actually more efficient, easier to use, and it just works way better. So Qi Coil is a Rife machine. Put me on the list. Okay, put you on the list. Sign up. Sign up. Sign up for it when it comes out. People in California? That's great. What device is behind me? So that is a Qi Coil Aura. Those are for homes. They're artwork. So people who want to have a piece of art that or home decor that they can display at home. We have celebrities actually have these. Celebrities and athletes, they have these in a home, and some of them have maybe even up to four of them in their home. So they cover the entire house, 3,000, 6,000 square feet, and they broadcast energy 24/7. So you have EMF protection, 5G protection throughout your whole house all the time. And you also can program it, use any of the frequencies you have. So if you want a frequency for abundance, you can play that, and then you'll be attracting abundance all the time. Is there a code for 20%? Just check the website. So 20% is just on frequencies, not the coils. Okay, the coils, there is no additional discount on it. You get bonuses when you buy the coil, free stuff. Okay, but on the frequencies, you get 20%. Trying to subscribe. What are you subscribing to? That's right, which was incredible. The fact that it covers that much of the space. So if you buy the coils, they come with some frequencies. So it depends on which system you get. There's different levels, right? The basic one will come with your basic frequencies, And then the more you upgrade, then they come with some frequencies included. So just read the list of what's included. If the stuff is in there that you want, then you don't need to buy anything else, right? But if there's something that you want extra that's not included, then you might need to, add those as well. And we do have 30-day money back guarantee, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, there's no risk. And we rarely get any refunds. So because people it just works. They get it. The only thing is maybe some older people, like let's say 60, 70 years old, they don't know how to use a computer. They may need a little bit more help setting it up. But once they get on a video call with us, or maybe their grandson or their son or daughter helps them out, then once they're set, they're just set. They're okay. Other than that, there's actually, yeah, we don't get any issues with it. So, yeah, does it make sense? What other questions you guys have? And you guys are probably wondering, like, what kind of frequencies? Well, and what do you want? Let me ask you instead, like, what are you guys looking for? Okay, put in the comments. What are you guys looking for? What do you want to change in your life? Is there something in your body, something mentally, emotionally, something in your life, work, relationships, spirituality, financially? Like, what do you guys want to change? What's the number one thing? Okay, if you're gonna be able to change one thing in your life, let's say in the next 90 days, and I tell you that whatever it is, it's impossible for you to fail. What's the one thing that you want changed in your life? Financial. Okay, what else? I want to hear from you. Is playing the frequencies through speakers for acoustic waves as effective as using coils for the EM waves? They're both effective. They're kind of effective in different ways. So the sounds kind of help with your emotions more, and you, I don't know, it kind of overlaps, right? But the coils definitely work better for the body and for inflammation or any issues to do with your body or your skin or your organs or your bones. So whatever is inside your body, the coils work a lot better. Whatever is like in your mind, emotionally, psychologically, the acoustic sound, that you can hear tends to work better for that. But it just depends on the frequencies, because some frequencies actually, work well doing both, like doing the coil under sound. So if you want to just make it simple, just use the sound and the coils at the same time, you can do that, right? Just watch the tutorial, go to the advanced tutorial section, and there's a video on there that shows you how to use the sound and coils at the same time. So you don't need to figure out which one's better for what. You just use both at the same time. Okay, you want to change concentration, financial situation, and relationships. Better sleep, love, family. Okay, what else? So let's start with financial. So we have frequency, right? If you haven't used it already, there's something called Luck Boost. It's free. And let me tell you, I actually impressed myself how well these work, and actually surprised myself from the stories that I get. So, for example, I was talking to a CEO. He has an IT company, and he used the Luck Boost frequency with the coils. And the next day, I think next 1 or 2 days, he closed 2 deals for his IT company, and asked them, "Well, how much money is that worth to you?" He said, "Close to 7 figures." Right? Close to 7 figures. So he almost made a million, just short of a million, like high 6 figures, he said, just because of the luck frequency. And that stuff doesn't happen. Like, could it be a coincidence? And another one of my friends, she's a realtor. She's very successful. She's got a brokerage, whole team of people, right? So she used the frequency, and that day she gets a call, and a client wants to list their house with her. And she asks him, how did you hear about me? Who referred you? And he said, no one. And then he said, well, you must have seen my TV show. And he says, you're on a TV show? I didn't know that. And he said, well, how did you find me? Well, he said, well, I just found your name out of nowhere. And then she's like, really? That's interesting. Because if you search real estate, you can see thousands of realtors show up, but it just so happens that he called her. And then how much commission did she make for that? $80,000. All right. And then that happened repeatedly. Every time she used the frequency, now she uses something better, which is the abundance one, which is only the inner circle people. So now she's in inner circle. And now every time she uses the frequency, she's getting these crazy deals. She's making $100,000 more, $20,000 every time she's using it. So the frequencies work. So if you're thinking about something you need to change financially, you can forget about, the mindset courses and all these courses about attracting abundance. You don't need them. Why? Because you just need the frequency. You just need frequency, because the frequency actually changes you, transforms you, and changes your destiny, right? So if you've seen the title of my new thing, is called Change Your Frequency, Change Your Destiny. There's a saying of how if you change your thoughts, you change your actions, and your actions change your habits, and habits change your character. Character changes your destiny, right? So everything is traced back to your thoughts. And the idea is to control your thoughts. But I say there's actually something before thought, and that is frequency, because frequencies actually change your thoughts. Think about that. Can you say that? I want you to say that to yourself right now. Frequencies change my thoughts. Let me hear you say it. Frequencies change my thoughts. And also, I want you to say frequency change my destiny. Okay, let me hear you say frequency can change my destiny. Okay, why? Because that chain reaction is real. Okay, if you're truly wise, the chain reaction happens. So if you can change your frequency, you can change your destiny. So if you want to change your financial situation, you want to make more money. The reason you're not making more money, there could be many reasons, but the primary reason is because your frequency is a frequency of lack, and your frequency is not at the point it needs to be in order to attract money, opportunities, resources, finances, investments, whatever, people that are going to help you to make more money, situations, job opportunities, business opportunities, right? So the difference between a successful person who's making multi-millions, maybe in billions, and a person who makes only $50,000 to $100,000 a year, you can tell a lot has to do with, if you meet somebody who's like highly successful, like their energy is completely different, first of all. Their speech patterns are completely different. Okay. The way they think is different, completely different. Their mindset is completely different, right? Their vocabulary is completely different. Their routines are all different. So you see all those things, and people try to imitate the rich people. And that's great. You try to imitate what they're doing, what they're thinking, and all that stuff. But what if I can tell you, you don't need to do any of that? You can download that frequency that rich, wealthy people have, put it inside yourself, and then you automatically start being and doing what a rich and wealthy person does. Okay? It's like a matrix. You guys watch the Matrix? What if you can download kung fu into your mind? You can download how to fly a helicopter in your mind, right? It's possible. But what if I can download being wealthy, not trying to be wealthy, not getting to be wealthy, like download being wealthy into your mind, being rich, being financially free and successful. Download it right to your mind. What do you think is going to happen? Okay. So I got a comment. He and I researched, let's see. Interesting. My friend used the luck boost frequency last week. He was then talking with his brother, who just started using a drug called Next. He looked it up, and Experian Therapeutics, and he and I researched and bought. Okay, sorry, researched and bought the stock. ESPR. Very strange, Judge. It's ruling on 300 million milestones. So can you explain that in layman's terms? I don't do investments, so did the stock go up, go down? What happened? Love frequency. So does that help you guys with the financial thing, right? Because there's so many different courses and gurus, and they basically showing you, oh, here, look at my fancy car, look at my fancy house, look at my fancy watch, and if you listen to me, take my course, then you're going to and do my coaching and do my mentorship, then you're going to make money. And how many people actually do? Very few, right? Most people just waste their money. That's because they're just dealing with the surface stuff, right? All the surface stuff, um, and they're trying to change people from the outside in. What I'm here to do is I'm here to change people from the inside out, and automatically. Lucky Life. You want to go live? Okay, you're on Instagram. How do I do that? Go live. Okay. So I'm going live with Lucky Life on Instagram. Maybe you guys can hear it. Which frequency is the rich mindset? So we have them. It's called Attract Abundance. We have Luck Boost. We have Luck and Fortune. They're all different levels. So the higher level they are, the more powerful they are. The most powerful one we have is the Attract Abundance series in the inner circle. So if you want, and the reason we created an inner circle, because this stuff works so well, we don't want people who are bad people who are going to use it for nefarious purposes to have these powerful frequencies, because what they do is they actually amplify yourself, right? Imagine you gave, a serial killer $1 billion. What, they're going to probably kill more people. You don't want to do that. So we vet every person that gets our inner circle frequencies. We make sure that they're going to do good in their own life and other people's life before that happens. So our vibes have a lot to do with experiences. Yes. So your frequency, whatever frequencies you are, you can change the experience of your life based on your frequency. Right? There's a saying like half, people see the glass half empty or see the glass half full. Lucky Life, I already invited you. Did you people who can you see Lucky Life will be able to watch? How do I add you to my live here? Yeah, I already invited you to join if you wanted to come on and share. Okay, so Lucky says, we both bought at 75 cents. It was really cheap. I just invited you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I accepted you. There you go. Yeah, I had to press a button. How do I change my frequency to become more motivated? Actually, all our frequencies can help with that, but we actually have one called motivation. But all our frequencies actually increase your energy, like your energy levels, and that itself is going to make you motivated. A lot of people, when they use it, they start getting so much energy that they start cleaning the house and organizing everything. Some people feel so much energy they want to go work out. They work out for 3 hours without getting tired. Okay. How do I add? People who can see like live will be able to watch. I don't know how you do this in Instagram. Is this how you do this? I already accepted it. Question about parasites. You asked 3 times. Well, this is the first time I'm seeing this message. So sorry, I don't know. Sometimes the messages don't go through. Um, so I'm assuming that you're asking about parasites. So we have parasite frequencies. There's a parasite frequency pack. I think it's $47 or something like that. It has the frequencies for every kind of worm and parasite you can think of. So just use that. So you get 20% off that right now. And then you can use the Qi Coils. You probably need the Qi Coils for the parasites because the sounds are not going to go deep enough. So you get the Qi Coils, you get the parasite frequency pack, and then that you're set to go. Okay. How long would you listen to a specific frequency? Up to you. I would say anywhere from 10 minutes up to 3 hours. Now, sometimes if you use our technology too much, what happens is you get really, really energized and it's not like jittery, but your brain activity will be so accelerated that you won't be able to sleep. Okay. You'll stay up at night and be working or doing something or uh, meditating or whatever. so, so you want to stop before that happens. So after you use our frequencies and coils for some time, you kind of get an idea how much you need, right? On a daily basis. Some people like I only need 30 minutes, so some people might need more. Okay, so it went up from 75 cents to 88 cents, which is quite a lot, right? What is that? That was like 15%. It will jump to $4. Really? Wow. So you more than almost like 5x your money. That's right. A lucky frequency, the luck boost frequency works every time. So change your finances. We can do it in a way that nobody else can, and yeah. So and it works, and it works without any training. That's the key because everywhere you go, learning how to make money, people are just doing that, learning how to make money and not actually making money, right? Not actually attracting money. They're just learning and trying, which never actually gets them there. Now, it's nothing, too bad about that. But I'm just saying there's something just so much easier and better. You just download it into yourself. Just download the frequency into yourself to attract money, resources, abundance, and you don't need to learn it because you become it. You become the frequency. You become the wealthy person. So that you ask me, what's the best way to transform yourself, whatever you want to transform it. Well, that is it. Is transform your frequency. That's the best way. Change it from the deepest part of yourself, which is your frequency. It doesn't go deeper than that. You find some frequencies are a bit too painful to listen to. Well, that's probably because you're listening to them too loud, and you're not supposed to listen to Rife frequencies. They're not for listening. Um, because their pitches are quite high, some of them. So don't listen to it. If it hurts your ears, you're not supposed to listen to those ones. Okay. Listen to only the quantum and the higher quantum frequencies. And don't turn up too loud also. Okay. Other than that, we make sure that all our higher quantum and quantum frequencies are actually, pretty pleasant to listen to. Okay. So don't listen to the rife frequencies. They're not intended to be listened to. Hey, for some reason I don't see the live. I'll DM and explain about the frequency because my friend got on the phone call from his brother while listening. That's cool. Are you on TikTok, Lucky Live? If you go on TikTok, maybe I can add you live on there because I don't see how I can do it here on Instagram. Maybe I have to follow you first. Hold on a second. Okay, I'll add you as moderator. Maybe I need to do that. Okay, added you as moderator. Can you see something on this live? Oh, a moderator can't be in a live video. That's stupid. So I got to remove you as a moderator. And then I got to invite you again. I don't know. It's not working here. I don't know. Do you see something? All right. So if you have any other questions, we do have a consultation link on our website, qilifestore.com, qilifestore.com. Go to the top left, book a consultation with our consultant Boris, and he can guide you through all the different options that we have, answer any questions that you have, and it's free to have a consultation, and you're not obligated to buy or order anything. If you just want have some questions about health in general, he's a licensed in like 5 different things when it comes to health, certified. So you can ask him lots of different things, and he'll help you with that. And so just make sure you don't miss out on these deals. The sooner you order, the sooner you start, then the sooner you can transform yourself. Like, why wait? If not today, then when, right? If not you, then who? And if not with frequency, then what else are you going to use? Right. So thank you for coming. And remember, change your frequency, change your destiny. You have a good night. See you next time.